on Madden Football.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we have arrived at the start of another NFL season, the most exciting time of the year. And CD, both of these storied teams we're about to see trying to take a step forward this year. Philadelphia, a lot of optimism there that they can get in the postseason and make some noise. Detroit, of course, we know the story of their franchise. They're just trying to get out of that NFC North basement.
But one thing I know about you, partner, you're extremely empathetic.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
Certainly a different set of circumstances awaited Jared Goff in Detroit last season after his trade from Los Angeles. He made what he could out of them and managed 3 wins on a rebuilding Lions team. They should improve this year behind Goff after an offseason where they made considerable investments in order to try and improve this ball club.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain it in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's... the effort of Hassan Reddick. following the sack. They'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he left that gap. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Well upfield, right around the 40-yard line.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result. And a big play resulted right there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Following the fumble recovery, Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Sanders again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Goff on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's good. For the Lions. First down. First and 10.
From the 50, it's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 31. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Hurt sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
The offense scheme going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, they find some open field here. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his first career touchdown in his first. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead at 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Out of the gun, gone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there are a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's Jack Fox now. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 29, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
And the Lions are able to cover this. Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On 1st and 10, Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it. The red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Come back, team! Come back, team! Warriors 17!
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hassan Reddick, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now we give up the middle to Williams. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles. Back to throw, gone. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 32. First down.
Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth, and the Lions will take over. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's the end of the third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
3. 70 Ranger. Hurry.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Gain of 22 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On first down, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that is to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. This time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
In our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Badgley, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he stays up. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window.